Let us strike while the tea is hot. Well, I promised this review to a viewer about 6 months ago. It took me a little while to get a hold of the product, even though I remembered it fondly from my past. This is the Twinings Prince of Wales tea. Long ago, you could get a Twinings sampler pack of tea bags, and it included 5 different types of tea. Let's see, there was Lady and Earl Grey, English and Irish breakfast, and you got a Prince of Wales. And I especially liked how it had the black label. It was sort of the most polished appearance of any of the tea bags. And I thought that the flavor, while a little milder than all of the others, was the best. So I got a hold of it. I have drank about half of it so far, and we're going to begin as usual with some packaging notes while the tea cools a bit in my cup. So there's the product. Maybe a little more than half have I enjoyed. So we can see the play of light from my desk lamp on the metal interior. I'm going to whip some or pour some out for us to have a look at. Yep, there we go. Pouring onto my desk. And it smells basically like nothing. Only a small hint of earth, I would say, in there on the nose. Okay, and this is not a bag, obviously. It's an attractive tin with gold and black. One of their classics. This is extremely appealing. I don't like the fact that they put that, well, it has a light flavor strength, they say, but I just don't like this scale being indicated here. So I do appreciate that they indicate that it has light characteristics, but this modern sentiment of the 2 out of 5 is not. It takes away from the classic nature and the appearance of this well put together tin. Otherwise, all good, all good. It's in a number of languages here. Almost 20, maybe 20 languages on the side, indicating the ingredients. And it's one ingredient, black tea alone. And you can learn to say the word or the words black tea in many languages if you purchase this product. Okay. It says best before October the 28th, 2014. I've got to figure out my 10s and my 9s. 10 on the 10, established 1706. Well, this is kind of a Harry Potter-esque little insignia there. It's a very detailed standard. Let's see, maybe that's some leaf matter, but it almost has the aspect of an insect. And there's a lion, a derpy lion, and it says something. By appointment to Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, Tea and Coffee Merchants. And it's specially blended by Twinings for the Prince of Wales in 1921. I'm tired. I just woke up from a nap. That's maybe why my language is so foggy and stop-start, but I'm going to be fully alert in a little while after a couple of cups of Twinings Prince of Wales tea. Also, I'm kind of playing with fire here because my body responds really badly to tea as a beverage, black or especially green tea. The more oxidization and processing that takes place in the caffeine molecule, the more gentle it is on my stomach. So if I haven't eaten, like I've not eaten anything since I woke from my nap, and I guess I haven't really eaten too much of anything today at all, there's a risk, there's a big risk that I'm going to get stomach upset in the form of nausea. So, but I'm going to do this. I'm going to muscle through it for my viewers. So it's a deep, ruddy color, fading from an almost green, grassy yellow to an amber, and into the depths of a reddish liquor. This cup came from one of my work colleagues last Christmas. She got all of us kind of packages that had cups and maybe some chocolate drink, some candy or something to put into the mug, but it's a big one. It holds my see, I can't even form thoughts. I really need more caffeine. I need caffeine bad. I've got this metal infuser that I use, and this one fits it perfectly, level with the top. But then it's so tall it won't go under my Sunbeam Hot Shot hot water dispenser flash heater. So I had to pour it into my other cup and do all this back and forth with the water to get the liquor. And here's the liquor, and let's go ahead and have a little evaluative sniff. Well, once again, more of that earthiness. I'm going to strain for language here. The warmth is comforting, and what it does is blanket my nostril cavity with an almost prickly warmth, something that I would say would be woolen if it was an actual garment. It's a thick, heavy aroma. It's got something of a spice in there, not a culinary spice, but it's got an earthen kind of a twang that I'm describing as a spice. It doesn't have earthen characteristics like moss. The grassiness was only in the appearance. It's got like a deep underground mustiness. So very much the smell of dirt. The smell of caked mud. Fully oxidized black tea. Let's go with a little sip. Here we go. Temperature's good. Just on the bottom end of a passable warmth. Low to medium oiliness on the palate. Low oiliness. Dainty and light. Lingering on the palate still. More as a sensation that's up front in the sinuses instead of a palate drenched, thick taste. Minorly slippery on the lips. I can feel the fog moving away from my mind right now. I love caffeine. I love coffee and tea. It is a drug that I use daily. I take caffeine pills even when I'm in situations when I'm not going to have access to coffee or other caffeine forms in a high enough dose for me, because I will get the headache that accompanies caffeine withdrawal, and sometimes they can be ragers, and it's just it really helps me. It's definitely something that facilitates all of my endeavors. Like, I could not get anything done with my intense work schedule. Some weeks all I would do would be sleep and work. But caffeine coming along is a special gift from nature to enable us to endeavor and accomplish things. I love the lightness. I thought that this was going to be pretty strong because, once again, as usual, I did a heavy pour. I covered the entire base of my infusing vessel, and it was a substantial amount, and this was only about half full. I'm going to down it all right now, of course, as a part of this review, and then I'm going to go refill it again, I think. So the airiness of this is definitely what I respond to. It doesn't have that murkiness that hangs like behind your eyeballs and just really gives you this, not a muddiness, it's just got this, almost this sweltering, like, you know, the body is recoiling and trying to escape from these sensations sometimes when a tea is brewed very strong, like in the fashion that I brew it, but it's got that that real heavy murkiness. And this doesn't have that at all. I'm going to go ahead and take a good swill. And it goes down smooth. It's the taste is very light and agreeable. I was going to muddy this up with a couple of drops of milk, but I'm not even going to do that. Plus my milk might be getting a little bit old because I only ever purchase, buy, or consume milk as a coffee aid. And I got some half and half the other day for the first time in several months, 3 or 4 months, maybe more. And I just have it around on rare occasions like that. A couple times a year, I think, is going to become the pattern because I usually drink black coffee, but as a little bit of a shake-up, sometimes I do like to color the coffee a bit with some fresh milk or half and half. I was getting into the habit, when I had access to high-quality heavy cream, of putting a dollop of that in my morning coffee, and really that started to cause me some serious upset because the power of those dense milk products that early in the morning, and I was trying to just drink as much coffee as I could to get ready for the day. It often would make me nauseous too, in a different way, just because the intensity of those milk molecules is just too much for me to take. So yeah, after my water sip, I've still got this softness to my palate now, like I feel like it's coated in velvet. This is an appealing, flavorsome, easy on the mind, easy on the membranes of the mouth type of a tea. An attractive color, well presented. Probably my favorite of the English style black teas. If I was going to be a consumer of it with regularity, it would probably be my go-to tea. I am going to spice it just a little bit with a dash of other types of teas as I infuse and brew more and more of the stuff just to be getting through this evening. But taking it on its own, enjoying it now in its most bare aspect, I think it's quite good. High marks, high ratings for this company, Twinings, and I do savor their products on occasion. And this is why, because this has been overall very, very pleasant. Nothing in there that's just stinging me or stabbing me or twisting a knife in my side the wrong way. So I do recommend the Prince of Wales tea from Twinings if you're going to try one of their teas. Just brew it, I would say, medium strength, and the real charms of black tea can unfold without any of the accoutrements that we would often add into the teas that we enjoy. I do like coffee with all the fixins, though. Just, you know, like beans, cornbread, onions, potatoes, the whole course meal, like all the sides, all slammed in there. And if I'm in a specialty coffee retailer establishment, sometimes I'll get one of those frothy results of all those machinations. But generally 99% of the time, I'm a straight caffeine consumer. I want the drug, and I want it to be flavorsome. I want it to be a pleasant situation as I'm drugging myself into a state of enhancement. And this is really doing it for me. And the cloud is lifted, the burden is gone from my residual sleep. I feel far more stimulated, ready to tackle the project that I'm about to begin, and I feel great. And it's all a result of Twinings. So thank you, Prince of Wales. The Prince of Wales. Hear, hear.